Okay, startup process.
First thing when you walk in the room, you're gonna go here. You're gonna turn this switch on. That's gonna power on the speakers, give power to all these units and the computer. Next step is gonna be turn each individual unit on. Start with this one, then go down, then go to the next one, and then this one. Once the units finish their little dance on the meters, you'll hear some clicking noises. Then we need to turn on the computer. That power button's right back here. I'm gonna just touch the power button. It's slowly gonna turn itself on. There it goes. So first thing you'll notice on startup, programs are already launching. You're gonna wait for all these Apollos to sync. It's gonna sync number 1. It's gonna sync number 2. And it may or may not show those as it's happening. It goes pretty quick. Sometimes it takes a little bit, so you'll see the bar. Number 2 is syncing. It's important not to click on anything right now. You wanna get sync on 3 and 4. So here comes 3. You're gonna see the other things load. We're gonna wait for sync on number 4. Sync on number 4 is happening. Now that we're synced on number 4, we're gonna see the bouncing logic icon down here. It was bouncing a second ago. We're gonna click on that. It's gonna give us this window. We're going to say okay and disregard this error message. It's going to initialize, and at this point, you're now going to be able to hear audio. Everything is safe on solo, so that way you cannot accidentally solo a track. The input monitoring on the audio tracks have to be on in order to hear them through the speakers. Everything flows through its buses. Our master bus for volume that we're hearing is here. This is also being sent out simultaneously after this fader over here. It's important not to touch either one of these faders, and our stream is preset. And if the stream wants more or less volume, this would be the place to do that. So you can go with the mouse and adjust the volume for the stream right here as needed. It defaults to 0. The other important thing is your main volume as listening is only on this monitor knob that's lit with the green circle on the right hand side of this unit. So it's set at a comfortable level with the mix somewhere around here. And it's advised to leave this volume knob alone as much as possible and do any of your volume adjustments that you think need to happen overall in your mix window on the faders only. So if somebody needs to be louder, you don't just simply turn up your master volume. You want to leave that volume up and just turn the fader up. Basic mixing. Your auto tune for the first 2 vocals are preset. Here, it'll say vocal 1 and vocal 2. Those match with vocal 1 and vocal 2 right here. So this is happening in real time. You will get cue notes on what key to put in the song. That can be changed here. And you do need to do it on each one as the songs change.
So click it as an example.
So you can click it here, the down arrow, and you can pick your key, D, whatever.
Yep, and you don't have to do anything else. As
Nope.
soon as you choose the key, that automatically will assist and help the vocalist in real time.
Yep. And then that covers the startup process. If there are any additional questions, the last thing of note is that you should have good gain hearing all of your instruments coming in. And this is completely independent. So whatever's happening on stage is coming through to these preamps. And your gain, if you want to move between channels, is a push of the button that says preamp. And you can see it's cycling and it shows which channel you are focusing on as you push the button. It only moves in one direction. Your gain is the respective knob, more or less, on whatever channel is selected by pushing the button.
Everything should be set, and you should not need to adjust that. If you do,
It's
call Jonathan.
Yeah, call John. It's very subtle changes. Nothing needs to be a big change.
Yep.
If there is a big change, there's a problem on
Yep.
stage.
Yep.
So everything's been sound checked. The mix has been preset, and minor adjustments and basic monitoring just for whatever you think is appropriate to go out into the world.
You'll see that there's labeling for your announcement vocals. Okay, your pastor vocals right there. This is for Pro Presenter, for when they're playing videos. And then if they have tracks like the band does, this will be where the tracks is. When someone comes up on stage to speak and you want to turn the band down, you need to come over here to this, and you can bring this fader down to adjust the band. So that way the vocals for the pastor or the announcement speaker isn't being drowned out. You can do them all just by this one group. Once you're finished, you can click here and you can push 0 on the keypad and it'll reset it back to unity. And then it's reset.